How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Carlson here. It's time to start Squid Games Season 2. I'm looking forward to getting into this after what was a really immersive, very brutal, sinister Season 1, and, you know, it was really revered around the world, but it was also a really chilling but very entertaining experience. So, yeah, I'm excited to see how they do things for Season 2, especially with Jihoon returning to the games. Which, of course, there is going to be some questionability, understandably, but it's all about bringing it all down to a burning inferno. So, yeah, which I don't know, considering we've got Season 3 on the horizon, I don't know how we're going to work things in regards to how we're going to close things off with Season 2, and then, yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what will happen with Jihoon returning to the games. But I believe there are going to be a couple of others as well that might be returning, given the fact that, well, there are certain characters that will have been involved with the games, like the front man, for example. So, yeah, but it's going to be very interesting to see what will unfold, just in general, because they will. It's not just the show itself that should raise the ante in regards to how, you know, well received Season 1 was. Whether they will do or not remains to be seen, of course, over the course of the next 7 episodes, but also just in universe as well, with Jihoon returning. He's going to be a great assistant for the unfortunate 555 others. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how they do handle things, but I'm just intrigued to check out this season in general. So with that said, it's time for Squid Games Season 2. Looking forward to getting into this. So with that said, let's go. Yeah, because how did you contact... Oh, shit! No way! Oh, no! I'm not... No. Ow.
미안한데 5분만 있다 와줄래?
5 minutes, just, yeah. As you do. I mean, he didn't know where the bloody, device was. Could have been in his app. Wait. Oh! Shit! That Detective Savant? Okay! Alright!
야, 준호야. 너 정말 기억이 안 나냐?
Well, that's it, though. I mean...
쏜 놈이 누군지?
Ooh.
예.
I feel like he's fabricating that just because he doesn't want... Yeah. I mean, he did mention his name when he woke up, but that could have been, like... Yeah. But I feel like deep down he knows. He just doesn't... Like, only he can... Yeah. Shit!
이걸 찾고 있나?
Oh my... Oh, this is all a hallucination. Yeah, it's a hallucination, isn't it? Shit!
그 게임을 지금도 하고 있다면 참가자를 모으고 있을 겁니다.
Yeah, the like envelopes, isn't he?
다시 1년을 기다려야 할 수도 있어요.
그래도 성기훈 그놈이 지발로 찾아와서 돈도 갚고 일거리까지 준다고.
Yeah.
그동안 니들 월급도 주고 사무실 유지도 한 거야.
Be eternally grateful.
알면 닥치고 내일 새벽부터 눈까지 잘 비비고 뒤져.
Jeez.
그 딱지치는.
어때? 제가 다시 추려봤어요.
Shit.
오늘은 이쪽으로 한번 가보시죠.
I do love how Junho and Jihoon, like, they are both trying to find a way back. All for different reasons, I guess, in a sense.
자, 사진들 다 찍으셨죠? 오늘 수색할 구역은 1호차는 1, 2호선, 2호차는 3, 4호선, 3호차는
This HUD is just insane.
그리고 5차는
던져야겠다.
You'll get him.
내가 어쩌다가 그때 거기서 황행사를 건져내가지고 돈도 안 되는 이 짓을 목숨 걸고 하고 있었고
항상 감사하게 생각하고 있어요.
내가 황행사를 건져낸 그 근방 10km 안에 말이야 섬이 몇 개인 줄 알아? 수백 개가 넘어 수백 개
Hundreds.
그리고 거기는
Jeez.
우리가 세가지고 일주일 뒤에 다시 오겠지?
Yeah. It really goes to show how well secure they are.
지금까지
You can't find them, they will find you.
어떻게 써든
돈 버는 줄 모르고 아주 배분 소리하고 자빠졌어. 야 이 새끼야.
Just be grateful.
그럼 넌 나가서 노아.
Yeah, he's like, just be grateful, you little shit. There are people starving out there.
우리 와이프가 저한테 그 새끼 꼭 잡아내서 게임에 참가를 하래요.
Yeah, you.
456억 벌어오라고.
Yeah, if only she knew.
진짜 딱지를 치는 놈이 있었으면 우리가 진지게.
Oh no. What is he, player 34? Oh, hells. Oh no.
김주인 씨.
Don't tell me she was pregnant or something like that and now she's gotten invited. Oh no. Oh no.
둘 중 하나만 선택하실 수 있습니다.
But yeah, that's it though. You don't know. You don't know if you've won though. That's it. No one's choosing the bread. Oh my god. It's all about that greed at the end of the day to his perspective, right? Oh, but he chose the bread. I mean, he's got to be out of scratch cards, right?
제가 아니라
Your
선생님들이.
greed, right? Oh god. Yeah, I moved. Jesus. Yeah, he's unhinged. He's batshit insane.
또 알려줄 테니까 빨리 와.
알겠습니다.
속도 위반 범칙금 6만 원입니다. 제달
Oh shit. Oh shit.
우회전. 무서워 10억이야 10억.
저 5억 주는 거 맞죠?
야, 너 나 못 믿어. 내가 너 결혼식 주례.
I officiated your wedding. Oh my god. Yeah, you guys are gonna lose it big time. No way. Oh my god. Oh my god. No! Oh my god! Are you shitting me? This guy's a psychopath.
아무것도 안 내셨네요.
Oh no.
처음부터 규칙을 위반하셨네요.
Oh no. Forfeit loser. Yeah, disqualify. Oh no.
너무 긴장하실 거 없습니다.
Don't be no.
말씀드렸듯이 살 확률이 6분의 5나 되니까요.
Look, you might be hot, but you're just psychotic.
없지 않아 있네요. 그럼 이제 확률을
Oh!
살 확률이 6분의 1.
Your chances of death.
확률은 6분의
Nah. Oh, This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Jesus. That's fucked. That's fucked. Chion's really gonna be like, bruh, this is breaking and entering. The irony of you being an officer. Yeah. That was a bit of a mistake, Junho. Just saying. He's gonna get the jump on him. That.
그동안 저를 많이 찾으신 것 같네요.
감사 인사를 하려고.
That's all.
감사 인사요?
With all your guys.
말을 제대로 알아들을 수나 있겠어?
Oh.
성규 씨,
Oh, don't you dare.
내가 여기까지 어떻게 왔을까?
Oh my god.
이것들은 사람이 아니다. 이 세상에서 아무짝에 쓸모없는
That's what they
쓰레기다.
told him. Try to desensitize it, normalize it.
저에게 총을 주더라고요. 기분이 나. 우리 아빠.
Oh.
우리 아빠가 갑자기 내 앞에 서 있는 거예요.
And you were about to, yeah.
우리 아빠가 막 살려달라고 눈물을 흘리면서 날 간절하게 쳐다보는데
Jeez.
하셨다고 무슨 특별한 사람이라도 된 것 같으세요? 너 따위는 절대로 알 수도
Oh.
이해할 수도 없어.
I would say get help, but you're gonna die. That's cheating. Oh my. What's his fucking deal?
있어. 게임의 룰이고 뭐고 방아쇠를
But then
한 번
again,
아니면 두
he might be
번만
blanked.
당기면 저놈의 연상을 날릴 수 있어. 어때요? 맞죠?
See?
성기훈 씨가 보고 싶어 하시는 그분을
Oh! Oh! Oh no! Oh, you hear boss music, don't you?
이거 하나만 인정해.
He's gonna really verbatim him.
가면을 뒤집어 쓰고 주인님이 시키는 대로 뛰고
Boom. Holy shit. I mean, the recruit is bloody unhinged. That's one thing for sure, but I mean, yeah. Sheesh. I mean, I had a feeling that Jihyun wasn't gonna die then and there. Pretty ballsy stuff to like. I mean, you know, Game of Thrones could probably do it or whatever, but yeah, it is pretty ballsy stuff when it comes to like the prospect of, oh, let's kill off the main character in the first episode of this new season. Boom. Whew, so yeah, great stuff. Great stuff focusing. Like the focus, I wasn't sure how we would do this, if that makes sense. Because we know Gihyun's gonna get his way back to the Squid Games, and it's just like obviously you had that end shot at the ending of season 1, and you're just and for some reason you just I don't know. You think we're gonna fast track it in a sense? Gi-hun gets back into the games, and we're gonna meet all the new people. That's obviously gonna be probably, well, I don't know, next episode or the episode after, because we know that Junho was outside when Gi-hun and the recruiter were playing Russian roulette. So, and obviously, he did confront him in season 1 about his brother, who is now still in the pursuit. There's a common goal for both Junho and Gi-hun to return to the island, basically. And which one that is, obviously, that's what Junho was trying to find. All these different islands, and it's like, yeah. So, but I mean, it was just I really, really loved the direction that we went with, in terms of, because it makes it really, really ominous, the Squid Games, when you've got like, well, it's not just the fact that you've got all of these islands, but you make sure that they come to you rather than you find them. They're not going to be very lax in terms of their in terms of the way that they are secure and all of that. There is this kind of acknowledgement that this is this could probably land them into a bit of trouble, but at the same time, there is justification in their eyes. Doesn't mean that we can understand and be like, well, that's fine then. It's like with the recruiter, when he was mentioning to Gi-hun about his past, and because Gi-hun was like, oh, you could never understand this kind of thing, you can never really understand, but you had the recruiter go into a bit of a bit of a backstory in terms of how, like, he had to really, really kind of, I don't know, there becomes this normalization in a sense. So yeah, and it's really, really sick, but it really, I think it really, really, because at the end of the day, for you to know what goes down in these games, and for you to constantly recruit people, knowing that they will probably not make it back alive, there has to be a certain level of, I mean, it's very depraved, it's very messed up, it's very insane. And it makes sense that with the recruiter, he's gonna talk about how over time, especially when it came to his father, there's going to be no hesitation. There becomes that desensitization in terms of the violence that goes down. So yeah, but it's really, really great stuff. It was really, really great stuff this episode in terms of, like I said, I wasn't sure how. Well, I kind of had a bit of an idea in terms of how we would go about things in terms of the premiere episode of season 2, and instead we got Gi-hun, and I think that was Mr. Kim, who sadly died. I think he was the same one that was obviously giving Gi-hun grief in regards to season 1, because he did mention about how he paid his debt, and they kind of owe him in a sense in regards to, you know, well, he's got all of this money and he is spending it, having this army essentially trying to find the recruiter, and I felt like that was a really, really great sequence of events where you have all of these teams try to look for certain subway stations. Oh, it's all clear, etc. So, yeah. But again, it really, really makes sense in terms of how ominous they are, but also, I mean, if they've been going on for years, why has no one found it? Because of the fact that you've got all of these different islands and all of that, and you just don't know which one's which. So, as well as the fact that the recruiter really keeps his tracks covered in a sense. So, whilst also not being discreet at the same time, because of the fact that you saw like that public outburst in the park with the bread and lottery, but yeah, I mean, it's so unhinged, but it does match to his character, doesn't it, with the recruiter? Because he, you know, he sees people. There is this kind of justification in his eyes in regards to how people, are like they are trash, etc., and how Gihun was so lucky and he's still trash at the end of the day. And with the whole bread and lottery thing, because even I was thinking, well, there's guaranteed food at the end of the day there, but people are going to take that chance because, of course, you've been given a free scratch card and all of that, and hey, you could win. You never know. So how much would you be kicking yourself if you didn't end up winning? But in his eyes, in the recruiter's eyes, people are just choosing greed over security. Really, in the end, at the end, in regards to, well, you could have yourself something that will fill you up for the rest of the day, or you could take a chance and you could see if you could win, but end up with most likely nothing. So, yeah. And it's just, yeah, like I said, it really does match his kind of outview when it comes to, you know, people. So, yeah. But, I mean, it was just really, really great. Because, as I said, it was just really, really great in terms of how we started things off. And even looking at Junho and how he was, like, both Gihun and Junho's stories intertwined because of the, because of the fact that both of them were looking for a way back into the Squid Games, but both taking a bit of a different route in a sense. Because there is a bit more of a thicker connection, obviously, with, I think his name was, the front man. He's the brother, so Junho is going to, like, it's personal for both characters, but not in the same way. Because obviously, with Gihun, as I mentioned at the beginning, he knows what it's like. He knows the score. And he wants to bring it all crashing down. This shit has been going on for years. So here we have someone who is so determined to bring it all crashing down to stop this barbaric treatment. So, whereas he, like, and obviously Junho is going to assist in that, but I think with Gihun, he's been through it all. He knows the torment. And that also makes that scene when it comes to roulette a bit more poignant, I guess, because he's been through it. He's been through the torture. And he's had his bouts of deception and all of that. And he doesn't have that kind of depraved mindset that the recruiter has. So, yeah. But it is just very, very interesting to see how things went down. Like I said, with both Gihun and Junho, just on a similar paths in terms of, okay, well, we need to find a way back into the Squid Games, essentially. So yeah, but it's also for Gihun a way for him to try and, because we know that it's not just a way to shut down the games, but it's also dealing with his demons as well. Because the front man was tracking him. And he wants to kind of, like, he's still traumatized to this day, which is understandable given the shit that, he went through alongside everyone else and everyone else in this upcoming season. And I feel like, obviously, that trauma is going to be inflicted to him for the rest of his life. Again, you can't really blame him for that. But someone needs, like, this is with this game going on for how, like, it's been going on for so long. And it will keep continuing unless someone puts a stop, and he doesn't want anyone else to feel trauma. So, yeah. But in before he wins it again. Eesh. I mean, that would just be very, very depraved, wouldn't it? If he just ends up winning it all over again. Like there is a sense of that would be traumatic in itself. Like he has this ambition to stop the Squid Games, ends up winning it twice. So, but at that point, you just want to think that yeah, he is the luckiest son of a bitch ever, isn't he? So, but yeah, I did feel so bad for those two. That did end up finding the recruiter, and then they were put into the rock paper scissors -1 thing, and then he really upped the stakes because he was getting bored and he was getting unhinged. So yeah, but I just had a bad feeling for those two. As soon as they spotted him, I'm like, oh, they're just gonna get themselves in shit, and they did. So yeah. But again, I mean, this was a really, really fun way to start season 2 because it makes sense that, like I said, they're not gonna make it easy for both Gi-hun and Jun-ho to find them. And with it being a 2-year time skip as well, it speaks volumes to how protective they are, but also, you know, gives like reasoning to why they've been going on for so long. You know, you're not going to exactly find them in the Empire State Building in New York or whatever. They're going to be very secretive about their location, that only they can find you, but you can't find them. And it would take a sheer amount of luck for you to find them. So it makes sense that we had this 2-year time skip, and we have Gi-hun who is like spending these 2 years trying to no avail up until, of course, this episode. And now it's the next step where, like I said, I'm assuming that both Jun-ho and Gi-hun are going to have a little bit of a talk. Because Jun-ho was shunned away once. I doubt that is going to happen again, now that they both, like I said, have a bit of a similar path to follow. Of course, it's a bit more poignant for Jun-ho with his brother in mind, but it's not like Gi-hun's efforts are... It's not like they're invalid or they lack purpose. It's very, very poignant. So yeah, but yeah. Also, sorry if I mispronounced. It's been a while, so yeah. But I just realized, and I'm like, oh, it's Gi-hun, isn't it? So yeah, but just thought I'd throw that out there. But yeah, episode 2 should be very interesting, and we're looking forward to checking that out. But until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care. I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!